stuff out of the way, for lack of any better term. Let's begin, shall we? Good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It is Friday night. I am your streamer, ElektistoYuzu, and we are back with more Celeste. Yes, because it is Yuzu time. We are here live. Well, I'm live. I'm live on the stream. I hopefully will be alive throughout this gameplay session, but Celeste, the order of the night is basically the final room. That's all. That is all that stands between me and what I deem a sufficient completion of the game, because I do not have the patience to go hunting out 26 golden strawberries, because I'm not going to be able to do anything deathlessly, so not even gonna try. You took a bit of a break from caffeine, and now you're juiced up on fucking G Fuel. Oh no. God, that caffeination rush, just straight to the brain. All the energy. You're gonna have all the energy, right? Because you're just gonna be hyper focused, alert, possibly on edge from like what I assume is sugar and caffeine. Maybe I could be wrong, but yes. Oh, hopefully, no sugar. Okay, just caffeine. Got it. So just caffeine, the whole caffeine high. But no sugar is the important part. Yes, no sugary goodness. So hopefully my internet stuff is squared away. There was some hiccups earlier in the evening, but everything appears to be working fine and in proper order now. You can't drink the sugared energy stuff, it fucks you up. Well, I can kind of agree with that sentiment, because when I drink soda, I don't like the overly sugary sodas, so I usually go for like the diet or like the zero equivalent, whatever. Because when it's like the natural sugar in the sodas, it's like too sweet for me, and it gets like that sicky sweetness to it. I can taste the sugar in my mouth, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Kind of like I'll like lick my teeth afterwards, and it's like there's that sugary film or something. I don't know. That is my take on sugary drinks, I suppose, for lack of anything better. But I'd say we can just get right in, right? We just start things up. I hope you're ready for several hours of the same room of Celeste, because I sure am. You can't really enjoy Mountain Dew thanks to that, except for the Baja Blast flavor, of course. Like, exception for Baja Blast. But yes, I would agree with that exception in complete. Sprite is better anyways. Sprite is a high tier soda, because I would say. The only thing I possibly like more than like a Sprite or a Sierra Mist lemon lime soda is ginger ale, or if I can find it, the coffee flavored Coca-Cola. Those are like really like high tier for me. And when they had the throwback to it, Crystal Pepsi, because I need my 90s throwback soda. You're also a big fan of Mr. Pibb specifically. I've encountered Mr. Pibb on an occasion. The Dr. Pepper counterpart. So I'm familiar with Mr. Pibb. Although I'm usually more commonly see like the Dr. Pepper, the drink of science, after all. Oh, but without much else ado, let's... Oh no, my soundboard, please. Open and get in to game. For a bootleg, it's surprisingly good. Yes, sometimes like the off-brand or the store-brand soda variants can be surprisingly good. Although some of them have like weird names. It almost makes me think of the, I saw a picture of like all the Dr. Pepper type sodas, And it was like all these weird names, and I'm like, you know, some of these sound like some really sketchy soda variants. You once went to Del Taco just to get some Mr. Pibb, and they fucking removed it? So mad. Completely justified. All that way just for the sweet, sweet soda nectar. And then... soda where? Where's my Pibb? Poor. Now I actually want to look up the stupid meme image of all the sodas. This is what happens. I get distracted by soda chat, which is not a problem because I don't mind. Just find this stupid image so I can... Ah, yes, I already found it. It's like there's Dr. Choice, Dr. Bold, Dr. Perfect, Dr. Bob. There's a soda called Dr. Bob. You know what? I'm just gonna... It's stupid. I'm just gonna put it on the freaking screen because I don't care. This is what happens. And now you have no access to Mr. Pibb. That's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't care about WebP format. God damn it. I just want to save. I just want to save an image, and it's like, oh, here's a WebP image. Fine. Computer, I'll do this the hard way. You walk up to the frat party, Dr. Bob in hand. Hopefully they let me in. Yes, like I don't know if I trust Dr. Bob. Like where'd he go to medical school that he got a soda named after him? Sketchy AF, as the kids say. 'Cause I am certainly not a kid. All this effort I'm going through for one thing. Good job on me. Because I apparently have nothing better to do than to show you all this stupid picture. Awesome. So let's add an image source. Okay, here we are. Let's browse for the image. Oh, stupid thing. What games would I recommend? You're thinking of sticking more things in your large backlog? Well, first before that, like, is there a genre you really like, or a genre you hate? Because that would be like the first thing where I would restrict my decision-making process. Just because, why would I recommend like a genre that you don't care about? You know? I would hate to do that. So first I'll ask that question. You don't really play FPS. Just anything. Oh my god, now I'm putting on the spot. I don't know, like, I really liked Touhou Luna Nights. It was like a Metroidvania. It wasn't super long. It's maybe like 8 hours if you go completion, if you go like full on completion. So Touhou Luna Nights was good. What was the other one I was playing the other day that was actually halfway decent? Well, if you like shmups, like the ribbon fantasy games are pretty fun as like shoot 'em up type games. Definitely. Beyond that, a lot of things in my backlog are like RPGs and the like. Strangely enough, RPGs, like stuff that takes forever to get through. According to your Steam database, you have 138 games you have not played. Hello, KK Sparks. I see you there. You decided to purchase Undertale today, based on some Let's Plays, but now you can experience it for yourself. Well, I hear you're in for a treat then, because I've heard only good things about Undertale and the like. I myself have not played the game. I know about it through osmosis and whatnot, but I've only ever heard good things about the game. Ah, yes, now I can finally find my stupid soda image to talk about. Yes, here they are. Here's all of the different Dr. Pepper soda variants we can have. Like what about Food Club's Dr. Wow? Or over here we have Real Doctor, Dr. Thunder, Dr. Right. Like who are all of these doctors and their sodas? But yes, that is the image that came to my mind for some reason. So, sodas. You're currently playing Yakuza 0 and Disco Elysium. And of course your classics, with Isaac, Coloring Pixels, etc. And you're playing Nier Automata as well. I have been meaning to get Nier Automata because it is both on the PC and on the Switch. So now I have no excuse for not playing it at this point in my life. Because I would like to play that game at some point, finally, now that I have access to it. And you still need to beat Ace Attorney Resolve, although admittedly you're not the biggest fan of Great Ace Attorney. That's fair. Just trying to get through it for the sake of things. I can respect that. There's a couple of games I've played through just for the sake of finishing. Why look, it's this room again. Hopefully it's not gonna take several hours to do this, but I am prepared for the inevitable when it does happen that I need all the time. You love the original Ace Attorney trilogy a lot, but the Great Ace Attorney feels a bit bland in comparison, honestly. Oh. Is that the one where it's from an earlier time period or something? Because I'll admit, I don't know the most about the franchise. Yeah, that's the one? Okay, yeah, it's the one I was thinking of, yeah. So, I can understand why someone might feel that way about it, because it might be a little more niche. Oh no. Jellyfish! I skipped the crystal. Yeah, because if it's going back to an earlier time and it's trying to be true to the period, I guess, for lack of a better term, or more accurate to the period, it might feel a little bland compared to modern day type stuffs. Takes place around 150 years prior, featuring Phoenix's ancestor Naruhodo. I think it could be a cool concept, but I can understand why it wouldn't be for everyone. Missed that purple crystal. Good job. Nope. I wonder if the game's gonna be like, hey, it's okay to keep going, Madeline. Are you sure you can do this a second time, or if they only do that once? I'm guessing it's probably just the once. No, whoa, that was very, that was a little closer than I had hoped. Because of the time period, a lot of characters feel kind of bland. So many English gentlemen, because I assume that's like what they went with for like localization purposes, because I'm assuming it was like ancient Japan maybe or something, but except for Rolly Beat, he is the greatest thing that has ever come from the series. Oh, no, it is English. Okay, see, I was thinking, like, they took the thing where, like, it's, like, historic Japan, and thus it gets localized as, like, historic English. You're picking up stuff at the pharmacy and in line to do so, so you're watching a stream whilst waiting for things at the pharmacy. My god, modern technology allows for a lot of weird things. The guy literally goes to actual London and everybody there is pretty well then, Bacot, I was wrong about my assumption. I can completely admit to that. Everybody's just a proper British gentleman then. Oh no. Fell. Yes, you should actually take care of your things. You can come back without memes, please. Obviously, the main character is Japanese. He's on a sort of exchange lawyer situation, so he gets to roll over to Britain and Western Europe and experience their fancy justice systems over there. Learn all sorts of interesting courtroom technique. Oh, no. Get back to bird. Yay. You're in the car. Yeah, don't watch streams while driving. That sounds terrible. Other than the characters, there's a lot of gameplay decisions you're not the biggest fan of. Did they? Was it a case where they like changed like things that made the series work well and they didn't work, or is just they took it in a weird direction? Save that. Too fast, right into the electricity. It does introduce some neat stuff, but also seems to exacerbate some of the issues the other games have. Okay, I get it. So, like, in a more careful setting, it could have been like, some of these issues could have been alleviated. I see. It's hard to explain, but it almost feels like you're trying to force yourself through. Some parts just take so long. No, I totally understand that. While it's not the same type of thing, some RPGs, the way they're designed, certain parts feel like an absolute, like, slog to sit through. When it could have been, like, streamlined to be faster or more interesting or engaging. And so you end up feeling like you're just going through the motions for the sake of completing it and getting to the next part. Too high up, come on. In each chapter there's an investigation and a trial section. Okay, so that makes sense. Given the nature of the game, you would have that sort of a breakup. In the original, they alternate with 2 investigations, 2 trials mostly, which okay, so that keeps like an expected sort of flow and keeps the game moving pretty well. And so I'm guessing for this game they've changed that sort of like system, for lack of a better term. Well, that's botched. In the first Great Game, it's just one massive investigation, then one massive... oh no. Which makes it feel like a huge... oh god, that is a huge... because you just have to sit through the whole one part to get to the whole next part. And then there's not a... I'm assuming there's like not a whole lot of variety within a given section to sort of alleviate that. Back to the vertical part. I gotta get back to that key so I can not make the same mistake and leave poor jellyfish friend behind. I was pushing down. Investigations have always been the more boring part, but in the original it's made up for by the fact that they're shorter and the characters are more fun. So that takes your mind off of like the boringness of the investigation aspect. But having it all in one big chunk, it's like, well, now you have to engage with it the whole time. And then it starts to feel like a chore. I suppose unless like the characters are super like spot on and well done, then that can help to a degree, but eventually that kind of a thing will slowly take its toll on somebody. Not salvaging that one at all. Too high up. The trials aren't that bad in Great Ace Attorney, but they tend to get a little boring by the second half. By virtue of how long they end up taking in this format. So it sounds like if they had like broken up the flow of things in a different way, it might have come out a little better overall. There's a few minor quirks that sort of irk you the wrong way, but it's hard to explain. That's fair. Some things are hard to explain without the other person having like a frame of reference, probably. or a similar experience with the game. Missed the jellyfish. Plus, the prosecutor of that game is kind of boring and also kind of racist. Oh no! Oh no! How awful! Well, that's gonna be a failed attempt. Man, this section is just all about focus and like making sure you don't make a mistake. Cause there's no stopping this train once you start, apparently. Yeah, the closest is that part by the upper section with the key and the locked door. I'm assuming that's not a checkpoint, and that's just like, here, you get a brief respite, but then nope, you gotta get going again. You can't stop. It's like, can't stop, won't stop. Oh, facing the wrong way too. You're gonna try and explain it to me, not having the prior knowledge or experience. Okay, I'm willing to give it a go. I will make no promises that I can comprehend. I don't want to make that mistake. High enough. In all the games, when you cross-examine a witness testimony, you have the ability to press a statement to gain more info that might move the plot forward. Okay, so that is a mechanic for the game. I just want to get to the upper section and try the key part again. So I think I'm capable of doing it. Now that I know it's a thing. Nope. In Great Ace Attorney, it's expanded upon by testimonies being given by multiple people at the same time. In all the games, there's a slight issue, though, that it feels like you just have to press all the statements, which gets kind of boring. Okay, so it's like, here's a mechanic that you probably should always be doing, but now there's a lot of instances where you need to probably continuously do such a thing. Yeah, I can definitely see why that sort of a mechanic would get frustrating, and doubly so in a situation with lots of witnesses to, you know, to deal with their testimony from. And already less... Oh no, bird. An already less enjoyable mechanic just made it worse. That's just gonna chalk up to the loss right there. If you press a witness's testimony in grade ace attorney, there's a chance the other witness will react in some way, which you can press again. Oh no, so oh god, it creates like another instance of, oh geez. So it makes the whole mechanic feel worse and disjointed, because now you have to do it to get all of these potential statements down through the decision tree. So now it's not just a choice of whether or not you want to actually perform the action, it's like you're pretty much required if you want to do everything, or get whatever information you're seeking out, I would say. I was close enough to that block. And just chalk that up to a loss. You don't want to just press the witnesses for the sake of pressing the witness. You want to use logic and figure out what the lie... Yes! It feels like it's removing that aspect, so it's just like, well, if I just keep pressing and pressing and pressing, I'll eventually get what I'm looking for. Rather than being like, in this scenario, there's a good chance I should press because maybe person A is lying. Yeah, I would definitely rather use, like, logic to figure out that sort of a puzzle. It feels like it would be more interesting and more rewarding to do. And in a game about being an attorney, like, I would want to figure out that kind of thing. Here's a positive of the old lawyer game. Okay. Hit me with a positive about the game. Oh, jellyfish! It introduces a new trial mechanic called summation examinations. You know, I bet if I knew something about, like law proceedings, I could be like, I can suss out the meaning of that statement based on the words. I unfortunately do not possess such knowledge. The biggest worry I have about this stream tonight is, after, you know, as it gets towards, like, ending time, what if I'm still not done with this room? Like, that's the kind of point where I start to call into question, am I actually capable of doing this? Because it's like, however many hours tonight plus, like, whatever part of last time it was. With minimal amount of progress. Basically, Great Ace Attorney introduces a form of jury wherein 6 characters vote on innocence at any point, and if they ever agree on guilty, bam, case closed, no one cares, you're guilty. Yes, Copper, I'm still doing the same final level. That's going to be the entirety of tonight, unless I finish it in a really short span of time. Then I'll find something else to fill the remainder with, but it's going to be this room no matter what. Plus, the 6 characters can actually be characters that have shown up in past trials. That part sounds super cool, honestly. I agree. You do not envy my life? I don't envy my life either. But I'm gonna finish the game. I don't want to be like, oh, I couldn't beat the game. I'm just worried 4 or 5 hours is not gonna be enough to do this. So it's like, oh no, I don't know. I would like to hope that the full session tonight is more than enough to complete it. But I also know it is entirely possible that it won't be. And thus, potential for despair. Go, 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 go. Okay. Oh, I didn't let go of the button. Now, when they all agree on guilty, you get the opportunity to do a summation examination, having the jury individually explain why they think the defendant is guilty. Do you get to like sort of press them on these notions and be like, ha, I think you're not forthright in your logic and reasoning, or is it just like, well, that's it? And it turns into a new form of cross-examination, desperately trying to get at least 4 out of 6 to overturn their guilty verdict so you can go back to doing the normal stone. No. So much logic and questioning that must take place. In a strange way, it sounds like an, I don't want to say accurate depiction of courtroom life, but it feels like it examines a lot of things you might encounter, or the like. Or it gives you a lot of options at the very least. Not only can you use normal evidence and press shenanigans, but you also show that each of their statements contradict each other. Ah, Person A, you lied because of this previous statement. Yeah, so remember last time I was very complaining about the Z trigger button, and I went to Best Buy today to get a new controller, and they didn't have any Pro controllers when I went there today, so I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'll just live with this for a while, I suppose. And it's already happening. Like, I let go for the slightest moment, and there goes Jellyfish Friend. I'm gonna try to convince my brain to use the R trigger instead, but it's very hard to rewire my brain on the fly like that. And immediately I go back to the left trigger because it's so easy. It feels natural to hold the left trigger button instead. It's more so that, say, person A and D say completely contradictory statements, and if they can't be sure which one is the truth, how can they be sure the defendant is guilty? Okay, so you get to use, like, a degree of logic and examine the character's statements to determine that sort of intent. Okay, that's not too bad then. I like that concept in a way. It's interesting. No, that was high enough up to bounce off the spring. It's a nice twist to the normal system that does help keep a flow in the trial sections. Yeah, it sounds like a good way to at least break it up in some manner of speaking. Because otherwise you would just default to, I assume, like, pressing, like, witness testimony and the like. Until you get to the inevitable end of the trial sequence. Wind is now upward. The downward motion with the jellyfish. I didn't move my finger off the freaking trigger. Come on. At least checking Strategy Wiki, the chapters in Grade 2 are more split up rather than the first's massive sections. So maybe they've improved upon it slightly in that manner then, as opposed to just one giant long segment. So the part where you go up, like up through the electricity, I almost feel like that's the worst part because it's so slow that I have time to focus on every potential mistake that can be made. And inevitably, in some cases, make all of said mistake. Oh, they changed the 3D versus the other 2D style, so yeah, it feels like It feels like it's the kind of the game that's better suited to like a 2D graphics system because it's a little more visual novel-esque, and thus feels like just naturally suited to that more so than 3D. Also, the main characters feel more bland than the ones in the original, except Sherlock Sholmes. He's cool, actually. Which makes characters feel more bland, as they're not as zany as the originals. That's a fair assessment, then, I would agree. Ah, yes, except for Rolly Beat. You love Rolly Beat so much. Your love for the character cannot be contained. I'm devoting way too much mental energy to holding down the L trigger. So I don't... Rolly Beat deserves the world. Best character. You need to jump so high there, Madeline. Damn it! I was trying to make sure I stayed on the screen with the key. I just want to see what's beyond the locked door, because I don't know exactly what to expect, other than what the game allows me to see with the little telescope lens at the start of the room. Which is just some more, like, segments like this, where you have jellyfish, you have to get through the gates, and springs. There we go. Smoothly. Controlling the downward motion of the jellyfish parachutes is a little weird, just because it's like there's like a slight like delay to it versus upward motion. But that's a minor issue. There's also a character, Lord Chief Justice, Male Strongheart, and holy shit, definitely evil. Dude's a sus character. Sometimes you just need the sus character. I did the same thing again. He hasn't done anything in the first game, but you know damn well he's going to jail in this last chapter of number 2. Just setting up the plot beats. That was solid. Literally search him up and you'll easily see. I see. I'll search an image on the next death, which will probably be in short order, I would say. Unless this is now like the time I'll get very far. Also search up Rolly Beat because he is very cute, just a silly little guy. Okay. I will do just that. Don't dash on the key screen. Just let the jellyfish go. Let the jellyfish do its job. Nothing more. Nothing less. This fish. Oh my god, I almost lost the jelly again. Oh no, I think I might be in a bad position. Nope, I'm fine. No clue what's coming down here. Oh my god, the pressure's actually on now. Because I'm in a new section. Yeah, yes, Em, I've made it slightly further. I got past the little key lock door finally, so... It's all new and I don't know what to expect, and I am incredibly on edge. Because I know it's gonna be like... I'm so close and it's like one mistake's gonna cost it. But it is good to see you, Em. I hope you're having a good Friday evening, getting ready for the weekend and whatnot. Because that is the time of day. Oh, no, I botched it again already. This is the part I should have known was coming too, because I can use this little telescope and look at stuff. Oh. But I was told to look up a thing, so I must look up the thing. And I must say, Bacut, just from the most basic of image search on Mail, how is this character... Of course this character would end up being a villain of some sort. Like, just the manner of dress, the facial expression, the hairstyle, everything screams that. Oh, and then the little police dude, Rolly Beats, with his little buckety hat that appears to have like a small patch on it. Yeah, he's just a cool little dude. I'm gonna do reconnaissance now, because I need to know exactly what I'm looking at on that final part, lest I make more mistake. Okay, so you take the first jelly, you go through, get the second jelly, then you gotta use the fish to like explode through, get third jelly. Then you like up dash, get the crystal, up, get the crystal, up, springboard to get a dash back so you can get height on the last part, land. Oh, we were so close to the end too. Dang. That hurts a little bit more now that I think about it. Sure, he almost fucked up an entire investigation, but he's just a sleepy little guy who wanted to go home to his wife. You honestly can't blame... Exactly, he's just trying to get his work done to go home and chill and live a good life. Just some minor workplace indiscretions. Thank you, Em. We are almost there, and I'm hopeful that by the end of tonight's stream, it'll be the end. Freedom from Celeste will be attained. If not, then I have to seriously start to question, like, am I actually capable of doing this? And if so, like, how much of a time investment does it become? Because I already spent, like, I spent some amount of time on this last time. Plus, whatever amount of time today gets spent on it. And beyond that, I don't know. But that is a bridge for me to cross in the future. Although the fuck up was bad, still, silly little police dude character, cut him some slack. Don't be overly harsh. This part's pretty easy now that I know what I'm expecting. Oh no, I need my dash. Oh. There was a murder that happened in his patrol area, which meant he would have to help with the first investigation, but he didn't want to. He was exhausted and had plans with his wife, who he never gets to see because of all the work. He's just overworked. He wants to relax. Let the man relax. You know, give him some time off from work, a few vacation days here and there. Right back. So he moved the body down the block into another cop's area so he wouldn't have to do the investigation. Which would of course mess up facts and evidence to use in solving the actual case. But he just wanted to go home after work. No overtime, no extra work, nothing. Oh, I didn't let go of the trigger button. Come on. I swear I've had more botched attempts due to the controller than anything else. All because Best Buy didn't have any more Pro controllers in stock. Thanks Best Buy, you really hampered my ability to finish my video game. In the end, it wasn't a true murder. The victim was in a temporary coma. You know, I really hope that I feel at like some sort of good sense of accomplishment after all of this, because this is incredibly draining on my mental state. And you think that should probably end your Ace Attorney info dump? No, I don't care too much myself. I don't mind. There's way worse things one could info dump, you know? Nothing specifically comes to mind that would be like, you know... Well, actually, plenty of things probably come to mind. You probably can imagine the types of things I'm imagining. But suffice to say, like, on the scale of, like, good to bad, Ace Attorney info dump is, like, not bad. It's more towards good end. And anything Copper starts info dumping about, yes. See, you know what I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking. What inevitably happens every time. Without failure. Oh, come on. Now, it has to be the controller, right? I can't believe the controls in this game are so sensitive that the slightest release of pressure from the button causes you to let go. I have to believe it's the controller, and thus my finger as well. I mean, I could be wrong, I don't know. I'm just so ready to be done with the game, honestly. I was probably ready a long time ago, but doubly so now that it's just like one long room with no breaks. It's just all go. See, I know a friend of mine got Celeste in like a game bundle on Steam at some point. So I'm just gonna have to be like, next time I see her, yo, if you play Celeste, just do the A sides. Save yourself the sanity. Don't do the B and C sides unless you really hate yourself. I can speak from experience. How did I miss that? Apart from those games, there's still way more. Oh, there's like spin-offs and things. Side stories and whatnot. A whole veritable media franchise. There's another trilogy that takes place 10 or so years after the original, but they're not available on Steam, so you just have to go sailing. Gotta go on a sailing expedition, as they say. Hour already. An hour and nothing. I'm so sorry to subject you all to this again. Especially since it's not just gonna be like a handful of rooms, it's just gonna be however many hours of one room over and over and over. All of this has happened before, and all of this will happen again, and again, and again. Emulating DS games are always annoying. Not a big fan of it. I have very limited experience with that. Like, because I know you can use like the mouse on the touch screen for that portion of the screen, or you can, I presume, map it to like something else as well. But yeah, I don't imagine emulating the dual screens, one of them being touch function, is particularly fun to deal with. I'm getting better, Em. I don't know, I feel like it's like a 2 steps forward, 3 steps back kind of thing, because I don't know, I feel like there's a bit of regression every now and then. We've certainly seen more of the level than previous times. Oh, you're gonna make some pasta and be back? I am jealous, Em, because I'm a fan of pasta. You'll have to tell me all about the pasta when it's done, because I like me a good pasta dish. It's like anything bread-like and carbohydrate. Sign me up. But I will keep the chin up. I will not be like 8C, 7C all over again, because I don't think that's gonna get me any further. It would probably cause more regression, if anything. Oh no! I wish I could just keep like the trigger button just taped down at this point. Or if you didn't have to like let go of the jellyfish to dash, it would be a little... no use complaining about that. That's not going to change anything. I'm just gonna lay the blame at the fact that there were no more Pro controllers at the store. Although the cruel irony is, I could have bought another controller and I could end up having the same issue, which would thus prove to me that it wasn't me or the controller. It was just, I guess, like an aspect of how like button response time is handled. Oh god, mobile versions? Ooh. I don't know, I feel like mobile versions of... or ports of games are kind of hit or miss. Because a mobile phone's gonna be all touchscreen, so they have to use, like, emulated controller setups. Which for visual novel style games is probably not much of an issue. I'm guessing it's more of a problem for, like, platforming and whatnot. Hello, Stigma. Welcome, welcome. How are you on this Friday? Getting ready to enjoy your weekend and whatnot, I hope? Cause I'm just here doing this all over again. Danganronpa's also on mobile too for some reason. Everything returns to Danganronpa. Everything old is new again. You're doing pretty good, Stigma? Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing pretty good myself. I'll be doing a lot better if we can just finish out the level. Tomorrow's Advanced Father's Day. So, oh, you're doing that early then? Wait, so when do you normally like, what day would you normally celebrate that on in Brazil? Because, like, I know here it's in, like, July, I want to say? You're gonna spend some time with Gret's father. Well, that's good. I hope you have a good time, a nice, enjoyable time with family. That's always it's always an important thing to do, I would say. Like I enjoy spending time with my family and friends, so I always try to make time when I can, which is good. It's a good thing, yes. Is what I'm reaching for in my brain apparently. At least Danganronpa had pretty good character designs the whole way through. Yeah, they do have good character designs, as I can attest to. Like, I obviously find something interesting about them. Despite the fact that I've never played one of the games, as I'm sure you will let me know, because I have not played the game. In Brazil, it's on August 2nd, Sunday. Okay, so you have the same holiday as us. It's just celebrated on a different day. Okay, I get that then. Because I want to say there's something like that with, like, Thanksgiving, and, like, in Canada it's on a different day than in the US. It's always interesting how that works out. Like, you end up with the same set of holidays, just shifted around throughout the year for some reason, probably long ago before us, people decided, this will be the day for the holiday. And then it sticks. Mother's Day is May's 2nd Sunday. I know Mother's Day here is in May, and I want to say it's like in the earlier part of the month. So it might be like at a similar time of the month for us here as well. But I know it's definitely in May. And it's definitely like the early part. And Danganronpa has some pretty decent voice acting as well. Like, when you say voice acting, do you mean, like, both English and Japanese, or the English dub happens to be good, or... Because I know when it comes to anime games, and, like, it's like, there's usually, like, both options, and sometimes one is much better than the other. Your Valentine's Day is June 12th. Oh wow, that's radically different than ours then, because here it's like February 14th, I want to say. Yeah, it should be February 14th. I act like I don't like exactly know, because it's like I don't really do much for it. You don't know about the Japanese, but the English dub sounds pretty solid. Okay, I can appreciate a good dub then, Bakut, because in the past I've enjoyed like anime dubs on and off, but sometimes they can be bad. They're a little hit or miss at times, but I'm glad to hear they actually have like a decent one that got effort put into it. It's Santo Antonio's Day, which is pretty much like Saint Valentine, a saint who likes people to fuck. He just wants people to do the thing. Oh. This level is killing me. Just so we're all aware, if I don't finish this by the end of tonight, we're gonna have to have a real chat about like, is this doable, and in how much time is this doable, because oof. I can't do another entire stream of just one room. Although every time you hear Byakuya's voice, you always think it was VA saying stupid shit in the voice on TikTok for shits and giggles, which is super. Yeah, something like that is kind of funny, because on a strangely related tangent, the English dub voice actors for Shinji and Asuka from Evangelion, I believe at some point they had them do like, they hired them to do like a radio commercial, like a local radio commercial for like sex ed or something. So you're just hearing the voices with no like visual context. So to someone who just knows Evangelion in the dub, you'd be like, oh, it's Shinji and Asuka having this weird conversation. And it was a real radio ad, and I'm like, I never knew I needed to look up this info, but I looked it up. And it was funny. It was definitely got a laugh out of me. I think someone even made like a whole like YouTube video about like finding the lost commercial and then playing it and whatnot. I really need to devote those brain cells to holding the trigger. It's just that he's the pretentious rich bastard archetype, so it's super funny hearing him say things like, "No, Makoto, I will not crank 90s with you in Fortnite." Okay, so it's more of an expectation versus reality kind of thing. I get it. I get it. Couldn't reach the jellyfish. Okay. Finally back to this little area. Just focus on holding down the trigger button. I'm like mashing the left trigger with all finger strength humanly possible in the moment. Because I know at the slightest loss of pressure, the game's gonna just have Madeline yeet the poor jellyfish into the space abyss. And I don't want that. Oh, I see the link, Bacut. Next death, we will push the link button. Ooh. Oh my god. I have to take the break right now because I don't... Because once this block falls to the bottom, it's non-stop go to the little power supply unit block. And so this is the last optimal chance to take a break. And you know what? That gives me a time to click on your link. Easy peasy. Which gives me an excuse to not hold the controller, and thus the hand sweat on the controller issue does not occur. Club Penguin. You know what, Bacut? I kind of almost need that clip where he says go to therapy, and I almost need that to throw on the soundboard. There's just something so spot on about it. It's just like, go to therapy. Which is a good piece of advice, but the way the line got delivered was hilarious. Oh... Use the go to therapy button for poor Copper, yes. That was kind of where my mind was going with it, honestly. Get some... It's like that commercial with Michael Jordan where he's like, stop, get some help. You can make... Oh no, you can make Miku lines? I might actually take you up on that, Bacut, because having Miku say some cool lines would be right up my alley as a fan of Miku. Oh my god. No! Come on, I'm so close. I was like right there to touch the stupid crystal. Oh. I just need to believe harder. If I believe, then I can manifest a completion of the level. Watch, after you break the electric box, there's probably like more platforming stuff that I just can't see. It's like, games like, haha, you thought you were done? Nah, there's still a few more jumps you gotta make that are very precarious. Just as one final little, like, screw you, Yuzu, you gotta do more jumps. Hello guys, it's me, Hatsune Miku. sings the first line of World Is Mine. Oh, World Is Mine is so good. And I'm here to tell you, go to therapy. Hi, I'm President Mike of whatever of Domino's. Have you heard of Hatsune Miku? Hatsune Miku is a virtual singer and she can sing on the Domino's pizza box. Oh, no. Why do I keep letting go of the button? No, that's not selling. Personally, a big fan of Kasane Teto yourself. I don't dislike any Vocaloid characters. But like, Luca and Mako are like top tier though, in my opinion. That's what I would have to say. It's like Luca, always top tier. But I don't dislike any of them. There's music from all of them I like, so I guess it actually just comes down to like personal preference. Okay, so in this part I just have to remember to just mash the trigger button. That way I'm assured that I won't just randomly let go of the parachute. One of her most well-known songs is literally a mishmash of two Toho songs. Ah, glorious! It all comes back to Toho. Oh my god, this level is so stressful to me. Last chance to take a break. Every time. Every time. No, I'm not gonna mess it up. I'm not gonna mess it up. I can't mess it up. Not again. As I almost mess it up. Oh my god. We're here. We're at the end of the level. I'm so worried. I'm so worried. It just takes an actual song based off of Toho called Karo 9 Destiny, replaces the melody with Cyrano's theme, and obviously changes the lyrics to get around like lyric stuff. I appreciate that. That's good. As someone who has gotten copyright claims for Toho music on videos, I appreciate. You're pretty sure Karo 9 Destiny is fan-made, but don't keep up with 2009 internet lore. You weren't sentient back then? That was, what, 13, 14 years ago? You're telling me you weren't sentient back then? You were like 6. Oh my, oh no. Oh my god, now you're making me feel ancient. Well, I am ancient, but what? Oh well. Oh my god. Okay. 6. Oh my god. Way to feel ancient, Yuzu. I'm a relic. A relic. Okay, so what's gonna happen here is I dash once down into the power block, and then a second time to break it, and then I assume immediately after that I have to like grab onto Bird Friend so that I don't screw up the ending. If you were actually an early teen back then, holy shit, you would have been entirely absorbed into it all. Yeah, it was a pretty wild time back then. I remember. Like, even more so, I remember, like, early internet, too, so it's like, oh, man. Oh, my God. Please don't botch this right now. Please. 2016 internet fucked you over already. 2009 would have destroyed you. But imagine pre-Y2K internet. Go. Yes, please don't let there be anything. Oh, thank God. Say goodbye to her for me. Yeet. Oh my god. It's happening. I finally did it. It finally happened. It only took about an hour and a half today. But here we are. There she be, Granny. Granny! Hey there, kiddo. It's so great to see you. I didn't know what to do without you. But you aren't real. Oh no. Touching moment. And to think all of your 2016-17 internet hijinks started with a kid showing you an Undertale cosplay video in March of 16. Genuinely, they changed your life. Totally would have went down an entirely different path if not for the one video. Fantastic how things work out like that. This is just a dream. So what? That didn't stop you from coming all this way. You finally found me, and now you care that it's just a dream? Quit making excuses and say what you need to say. I'm sorry that I didn't come to your funeral. I couldn't do it. I just shut down. That sounds familiar. Granny's still laughing in the afterlife. I love it. It was that video that changed your life? I will give it a look-see then. Hey, what do I care who showed up to that thing? I'm dead. Funerals are for all you suckers stuck living without me. I gotta say, I appreciate Granny's humor because that is the type of humor approach I take to such things. I'm like, I'll be dead. I'm not gonna care. Funerals are for all you suckers stuck living without me. Undertale is definitely what made you trans. There is no way otherwise. Thank you for looking out for me on the mountain. You helped me so much, and I really miss you. Oh no, Granny pixel faded. What am I supposed to do now? Just keep going? Like nothing happened? Like you aren't gone forever? Oh no, Granny. You gotta keep going, Madeline. It's the only thing left. Oh wow. Actual cutscene. Yo! Yo! Madeline has a vinyl record player. I approve. I approve as someone who owns a vinyl record player. There she is. Long time no see, Strawberry. Hey, Theo. Oh yeah, you're right. She has the pride flags next to the computer. She has her little cactus. She's taken her meds. I see it on the table by her mug. Theo has an awesome cat. It's been forever. You went off the grid. What happened to you? Yeah, sorry for not responding to your messages. Or answering your calls. Or replying to your emails. So what are we doing for the rest of the stream? We're not starting Omori, I can tell you that much. That is not happening. I don't know what's gonna happen after this is over, but that's a future me problem in the next, like, I'm assuming 10 to 15 minutes. This is sad. I kind of had a breakdown when Granny died. And then I felt weird messaging you. I thought maybe you were mad at me for disappearing. It snowballed from there. Come on, let me peer... No! No, you cannot peer pressure me on this one. I am immune. Yeah, I'm curious what the death count is too. It's probably like thousands. Yeah, I know you. I figured the funeral might have triggered your anxiety. No big deal. Next time, at least just let me know you're still alive. You feeling any better? Come on, don't you want to see the characters whose name you stole? All in good time, Bakat. All in good time. I don't want to rush. I don't want to just rush into things. What, you miss? You did miss it, Em. It happened. After like several more botched attempts in the last segment, I finally landed on the little power box unit. Yeah. I'm finally starting to come to terms with it. When I first met Granny, I thought she was crazy. You knew I could do it? Well, thank you for the support, Em. I'm glad you all thought I could do it because I certainly doubted. At many points I doubted. Let's be honest about that. But then I got to know her. And I thought she was mean. But she knew what I needed to hear. And she really helped me. I miss her a lot. Yeah, me too. I honestly thought she'd live forever. Oh, that reminds me. I have to show you something. Oh? Remember how I told you when my grandpa went to Celeste Mountain when he was younger? Well, I was going through some of his old stuff with Alex. And check out this photo I found. Is that Granny? With your grandpa? Theo, that's amazing! It looks like they were friends. Just like us. It really sucks that they're gone. But it's nice to know that we shared the mountain with them. Yeah. That is nice. They laughing it up from the beyond. And with that, we attain the wholesome ending. Granny definitely would have been goth baddie if she was that age in today's times. Definitely, you can just tell. I feel Granny could get down with her goth side. And with that, I think I'm finally free, right? Oh my god. Here go the tally. Not as bad as I was expecting. I was expecting like maybe 5 digits. 43, 49. Wait, is that good or is that bad, Bacut? Yours was like 2,200. At least I'm under like 5,000, right? Like that's a good 43, 49. Game is easy. Just get good. No struggle. My God. Yeah, there's nothing. I feel like that covers everything, right? So, what did you miss, Copper? I have freed myself. I am now free from the game. I have completed the chapter. I have indisputable proof of this fact right here. 14,000 deaths. Just over 14,000 deaths. Just shy of 64 hours. And 175 strawberries because I am not collecting those golden strawberries. No. I know when to walk away. The game gets corrupted and the VOD is lost. That is how... No. It won't get lost because I have a recording on my hard drive and then I make a backup of the recording on an external drive in case I need it for something later. But unless there's something else that I'm missing, I think that qualifies as completion. And so with that, I can now say goodbye to the Celeste experience. I have words about the whole thing. For as much as I liked to gripe and complain and whine about certain aspects, when in reality the true answer was just like practice and get good, I still honestly had a great time with it all. In a strange way, by the game showing me like the unhealthy side of my approach to the game, I feel like in an odd sort of way, I've learned something about myself playing difficult games like these in that context. And it's like, oh, maybe I learned something too, much like Madeline learned something climbing the mountain as well. It's kind of fitting for this game in particular in a way, so I feel happy and content that I actually got to see it all the way through to the end. The struggles and all, so. And I officially can officially step away and be like, I am satisfied with the level to which I have completed the game. You think I've officially wrecked my playthrough of Celeste? Yes, I feel like that's a good place for me to stop as well, Em, because I don't think I have the time, patience, or skill for those 26 golden berries, but I applaud those who do have the ability to do so, because man alive, that's got to be an insane struggle. And so with that, we will say goodbye to Celeste. It